There's only so many hours of Nick Cannon any one human being can take. Poor Mariah.
Poor Mariah. God, can you imagine living with Mariah Carey and all her shoes?
Oh.
Bet you she has a floor dedicated to her shoes.
Like a floor house.
I just landed in Sydney. Sick! That's a talent.
Still bang the shit out.
So that was our tout out of the week by Zack Ryder. He just landed in Sydney. Sick, bro. Come on, Zach.
Is he sick or is Sydney sick? What's the deal?
What's sick? Listen, Zach, we got an issue with this right now. It's not a town. It's a major city on the planet.
It's pretty big.
It's meaningful. It has a part in the world community.
I'm in Australia. Ooh, it's a state.
Listen, but, I mean, the tout of the week gets us into the Ryder moment, man. And Ryder Riot, Ryder Mania.
He's on a hot streak.
And
2 in a row.
And he deserves it.
2 in a row.
He definitely
Who did he
deserves
beat? Otunga, and he beat Heath Slater.
Yeah, well, everybody beats Heath Slater except for Doig the Clown. I mean, but he deserves it, does he not? The people are chanting, the signs are everywhere, and he's great at what he does. And he nails his moves. The broski boot to the face, I love that move. What a way to dominate your opponent, but to kick him in the face.
Ryder or Riot over here. You know, I've got my theories about Zack. I don't, you know, where he's at, he's where he's at. He's a fan favorite. You can't argue with that. The guy's very charming. People follow him. I've seen more entertaining touts from him in the past than this week. But you know, hey, 18-hour flight, probably was a little tired. Most of the wrestlers were doing touts from airports or from cars anyway this week. You know, Zack's great for what he is right now, and I said this before. When John Cena started, he had the most ridiculous gimmick ever, so much so that people booed him, and eventually he became his own person. Zack Ryder is athleticism personified. He's got skills, he's got timing, he's got moves. But until that day, I'll take the Riot over the Ryder.
I'll take the Riot over the Ryder.
WWE needs a big freaking backroom brawl, like where everybody just goes ape shit and runs into the ring and just starts beating the crap of each other. I haven't seen one of them in a while. I think since Teddy Long was on SmackDown, he did a major battle royal for celebration after Raw 1000s. But otherwise,
the Great American Bash.
That's what it was. It was the Great American Bash, right? Another WCW property which gets absolutely no love whatsoever in the WWE. Let's just put it on SmackDown. Nobody will miss it.
And then
I can't wait for that DVD, the best of Great American Bash. Let's just say I probably won't be watching the third disc. Maybe think back to the Ric Flair and Sting matches, and the Dusty Road matches, and the Road Warriors, and the Midnight Express, and everything that made the Great American Bash.
The NWO era during the Great American Bash, that was the pinnacle of Great American Bash, dude. Between the Outsiders going in fatal four-ways for the tag team titles against Steiners, Harlem Heat, Sting, and Luger, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, it is a waste. But anyways, Zack Ryder, you know, has paid his dues in the back room, paid his dues as the assistant GM. He's gotten his ass kicked by Kane. He's gotten pushed around by other people.
Agreed, he definitely got his ass kicked, but he must be fist pumping somebody backstage to get the airtime that he's getting. Next topic. This is our special segment of the week. We do one every week, something weird, something odd, something you're not going to find at any other web show or WWE show because it's too original. We're going to compare what WWE character would be equal to a Justice League character. We have some comic book fans out there, and we have some WWE fans. Professor S, how would you compare a WWE superstar to, say, well, which WWE superstar would you compare to Superman?
Oh, Superman's easy. It's Cena. He gets kicked around the whole time, and then just when the time is right, he rises up to save the day. The sun rises, or something, you know, and then, you know, only Kryptonite can...
He hulks up. That's what he is. Yeah. It's Hulk Hogan's gimmick.
And he is Superman. He's unbeatable. And
I'm going to go old school and say there's nobody more American than Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is Superman in my book, but at the same time, I can't disagree with your assessment on John Cena. Truth, justice, and the American way, hustle, loyalty, and respect. John Cena is our modern,
Our only Superman.
Who is the last Superman guy? Brandon Ruth.
Brandon Routh.
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
Who's a vegan?
Let's go. He's playing some gay dude. Not that I have a problem with that. He's playing some gay dude in a sitcom. How do you drop a franchise like that, Brandon Ruth? But Hogan equals Christopher Reeve, and John Cena equals Brandon Ruth. Is that good? That's about fair. All right, but they're both Superman.
I'll take that.
Who's next on the superhero list?
For Justice League, you got to talk about Batman, one of the most popular comic book characters ever, and there's only one guy in the organization that you can really do it to, give him the Batman title to right now, and that would be Randall Orton. And he's got the darkness, he's got the prestige of his legacy, and he follows his own rules, and he loses into the voices, goes a little crazy, but he kicks everybody's ass in the end, and he will always win. It doesn't matter if you're Bane, Big Show, it doesn't matter if you're the Joker, Chris Jericho, he will punch you into oblivion.
Agreed. Randy Orton, you could be Batman. I can make an argument for
He's got the chin, man.
Maybe one or other two things, two other wrestlers. Definitely not somebody who's wearing a mask. I wouldn't say it was Rey Mysterio or anything like that. If anything, I'd say Mysterio is more like a Flash.
Womp womp.
As far as or Sin Cara was more of a flash in a pan.
Master Botcher.
Botchkara.
Botchkara.
As far as I can't argue with that. Randy Orton, you are Batman, and in some alternate universe somewhere, I believe I am Batman.
Everybody's Batman, but yet. Honestly, Randy Orton becomes the prototype Batman just because of the chin. If you block this out, it's the perfect Batman chin. He even beats George Clooney on the Batman chin.
Agreed.
So Green Lantern, Green Lantern, one of my favorites, and I'm gonna have to go with one of my favorite guys, Chris Jericho.
Y2J, Green Lantern.
And it's the.
You're not gonna say the Hurricane?
No, absolutely not.
The Hurricane.
So Y2J.
Yeah. Why? Why Y2J for Green Lantern?
The darkness, the fear, the things that he invokes as a character. I think the fact that sometimes he doesn't necessarily save the day, and sometimes he comes just as the right moment. He's not the main star, he's not the best superhero, but he's definitely there to seal the deal on any situation. Green Lantern.
I see your point. No, I definitely see your point. Actually, I now like the longevity of Jericho's career. Lantern was chosen by another alien force governing over all these universes to send him back. I can see that. And actually, speaking of universes, Jericho does music,
yep.
He does TV, he does movies, and WWE. Actually, yeah, good assessment. And Jericho, thumbs up. You're Green Lantern.
So, Wonder Woman, for all the ladies out there.
Wonder Woman.
We're going to give Wonder Woman Eve.
I love Eve. Eve is amazing. She's gorgeous. She's sexy. She can play bad. She can play good. She actually is capable of pulling off a match in a ring with somebody of equal caliber, like a Natalya or Beth Phoenix. But she's also pretty decent at putting some of the younger girls over, like Caitlyn we discussed earlier. Plus, I mean, yeah, I've seen her in the Wonder Woman outfit. So yeah, why can't you say that it's not Eve?
I mean, your first superhero crush is like Wonder Woman, right? How do you get past Wonder Woman?
I kind of was, man, She-Hulk. I know it's hard to explain. I know, but she had some big
No
hands
way, dude.
that she could just knock out.
Big hand. But I mean, who doesn't want a girl with a golden lasso? I mean, granted, she pulls the truth out of you, but it's still a golden lasso to tie you up with.
Justice League WWE comparison. Tout back with your ideas. Who do you think would be a better Batman, Superman, or any superhero character that you can think of? This is our closing segment for Tout Bouts Talk. It's called One-Liners. Big Popper, is going to pitch one wrestler's name over to Professor S, and he's going to respond with one sentence or one phrase describing his feelings of what's going on with that particular wrestler. You ready?
Yeah.
CM Punk.
Best in the world. No way to get around that. Miz.
Not awesome at commentating or wrestling lately. Randy Orton.
Batman. Totally got the chin. Yeah, underused. Ryder.
I said it before. Riot. Before Ryder.
Woo woo woo.
I don't know it, but he does.
Sheamus.
Man. Title reign will end soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't go against that.
And our last, the Justice League.
Hey man, I'd rather have the actual superheroes than the wrestlers, but I'll take the wrestlers. I mean, we got a pretty good group there.
Let me tell you something about the Justice League that the WWE could probably learn from. They need a group like this. They need another Four Horsemen. They need another NWO. They need something with a group of people, whether they be good or they be like the Legion of Doom, not the Road Warriors, but the Justice League bad guys, where they get together and they cause havoc. There's enough people in the organization to do it now, and I think it's necessary.
And it's a good way to keep pumping up your younger talent. I mean, you got all these kids just sitting in the background who are good wrestlers, and stable them.
Give me a combination like the Nexus, but with more experience.
Oh yeah.
And I think the WWE is going to be fine.
Excellent.
For Tap Outs Talk, I'm Big Pop.
I'm Professor S.
See you next week.
That's hilarious.
The Razor Ramon.
The Hogan thing.
That's the awesome.
The new world order.
Close it down.